Well, how would you like to set sail from Minnesota to Norway in a Viking ship?
It's been done, and in Moorhead, you can see the ship that did it. In this week's Finding Minnesota, John Lordson takes us to the Hjemkomst Center to talk all things Viking.
Because of that game day chant, most Vikings fans know that Skål means cheers in Norwegian. And Vikings fans who travel to Moorhead can learn another Norwegian word, Hjemkomst.
It means homecoming in Norwegian.
The Hjemkomst Center might be the only museum in the world that was literally built around a Viking ship.
Asp began to gather his raw materials.
In the 1970s, teacher Robert Asp decided he wanted to build such a ship and sail it across the Atlantic.
It took 7 years to build because he did it by himself primarily at the beginning. He felled the trees, he milled them.
Asp was diagnosed with leukemia before he could see it through, so others helped him finish. The job took more than 100 oak trees to complete. When it was done, it stood 60 feet high and weighed 16 tons. In May of 1982, it set sail from Duluth with 13 crew members, including 4 of Asp's own children. I noticed they have a diesel generator in here.
Yep,
Did the first Vikings have a diesel generator too?
No, they did not.
But the generator really didn't come into play. The voyage was powered by wind. A week into their journey, a tropical storm almost ended it all. It broke their rudder and tore a hole in the ship's hull.
They had nobody following them, no emergency protocol, any of that.
So this was a risk in a lot of ways.
Absolutely.
But they kept going, and it was a breeze after that.
They sometimes had wind high enough to water ski off the back on using the Viking shields for skis.
After 6 weeks at sea, they arrived in Bergen, Norway. The ship spent a year there before being placed on a freighter back to the U.S. Its final port was Moorhead, where it all began, and where visitors from around the world come to see it.
Can you believe they took that from Minnesota all the way to Norway?
It's unbelievable, and then looking at the condition over it, she just barely made it.
You came all the way from Delray Beach, Florida to see this Viking ship.
That and runestone.
The ship isn't the only Viking relic you'll find here.
The Hopperstad is in the little village of Viking, Norway. It's the second largest of all of the existing Stav churches.
Woodcarver Guy Paulson built and donated the church to the center. It took him 5 years to get it done. He even traveled to Norway to get the details just right, since the 28 Stav churches still standing were built in the Middle Ages.
This is the transition period when the Vikings were converting from their multiple god religion to Christianity.
The theme here is dream big, much like the builders of ships and churches once did. And hopefully visitors leave with a tip of the cap or a skål for the creators.
We like to have people think about what are their own dreams. We like to tell children they can dream big, and maybe their dreams will come true with a lot of hard work and dedication.
In Moorhead, John Lordson, WCCO 4 News.
Next summer, there will be an exhibit commemorating the 40th anniversary of the Viking ship voyage, and the Hjemkomst Center is also celebrating 150 years of Clay County this year.